So the question they brought to us is, hey, oh my gosh, this global thing sounds interesting. Where do I start? Where would you start? So you're an educator. Someone said, you know what? It'd be awesome if you could connect what you're doing with the world. How, but you're like, Lord have mercy, I've never even traveled. What do I do?
Yeah, I have lots of ideas for this question, but I think right now maybe a great starting point are the Sustainable Development Goals. I think that this is a really nice roadmap. It also allows educators a framework where you can connect what you're doing locally to global issues. And so it's not always about studying those guys over there outside of the boundaries of the United States. It's connecting what we're doing here in our communities and how we're contributing to solving some of the world's biggest problems from right here at home.
You know,
What would you do, Daniel?
no, that the framework of a the SDGs, there's 17 of them. And as a teacher, I know that would just allow me to put my head around some, okay, great. How are we going to look at goal 2, zero hunger? And then because that becomes a shared language, I can Google it and find resources related to teach, to engage, to talk about that specific goal. Or I can put my students on it and have them seek out and say, okay guys, we got 17 goals, we got 1 week, you need to deep dive, tell me what's on the YouTubes, tell me what Grandpa Google says, and be careful of crazy Uncle Wikipedia, but we will find out information that we can bring back and begin to unpack this. So that's where I would start as well, is with those SDGs. I would be very specific though and say, educators, Twitter is an amazing thing for collecting resources like this. And so I might actually search like hashtag teach SDGs and see what came up so I could begin to engage other educators in that space. So use a framework and then begin to use our tools to reach out to other networks of educators to steal their best practices, which, by the way, is why you need to register for GLAG 22. It's one of our big ideas of pulling people together and allowing them to connect and discuss in a community of practice to create a community around global learning.